Let's go.
I really wanted to thank you for the way you keep your laundromat. Every time I come in here, it's always clean. And whenever I call to ask questions, you seem to be very friendly. So you know how to relate to the people.
Yes, thank you very much for supporting us here. We've been here for about 40 years.
4 years?
40 years.
40?
40 years this laundromat has been here.
Wow.
And this young lady gives us a good tips. And please do not use a lot of soap.
That's right.
On the machines. You don't need to use a lot of soap to get your clothes clean.
That's right.
And we have a new service. It's called Pay Range. You can start the machines with your phone instead of, and you don't need tokens.
Okay.
Yeah? And you get the first wash up to $5 for free.
Right.
And then when you spend $50 in 45 days, you always get a $3 wash for free.
Oh wow, that's really nice. Well, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciated. And thanks for the tips on the free laundry
You're
too.
welcome.
That was a blessing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was very nice of him. This is a laundromat that I come to a little often. It's far from home, but I like coming here because it's in the center of the facilities that I like to use, such as the grocery store is just up the street here, just at the corner, and I have the bank, and I also have 2 health food stores that I like to shop in. So a little far from home, but when I get here, it turns out to be worth it because I get a lot of tasks done. I get some banking done, some shopping done, and not to mention the owner comes in here often and he does his cleanup, he checks the machines, he keeps everything intact. And another thing he did was he passed out some free tokens for a few of us customers to do some free laundry, and that was just a blessing. What a blessing. He smiles, he talks to the customers, so it's worth it for me to travel a little bit far to come here. And not to mention, especially most important for me, is that the machines are clean. And it seems like the people that come here are very respectful using the machines. I mean, we all have a responsibility in a public laundromat to help maintain them. I don't come in here and start, treating things improper. I do like to, I clean the machines before I use them. I make sure I pick up a dryer sheet off the ground if I drop one. But I think that we all have a responsibility. Another important thing that he said is we don't have to use too much soap, especially for a front loader. A front loader takes a very little amount of soap, and sometimes I watch how people do their laundry and I can tell that they just don't know what they're doing. So we don't need to use a lot of soap. One lady came in here for a small load of laundry that she put inside the dryer. She put 4 dryer sheets in there, and I just softly mentioned to her that she didn't have to put so many sheets. And not only that, she might start scratching, it starts to make your skin itchy. So I said, you just need to put one. And she put one, and she looked at me, she said, oh, thank you. But sometimes we don't always know what we're doing, and it's okay to be neighborly and help each other out. And the owner also knows that I had a little difficulty at the machine putting my money in to get my tokens to do my wash and dry. And sometimes our money doesn't come back. And I think that he understands that. So I think that it helps them out to pass some change out to the customers just to keep us happy, keep us satisfied, which is the right thing to do, considering that these things can happen at any laundromat. So just wanted to share that with y'all while I'm here getting this laundry done, and I'm finished in about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna head out. Thank you. The restaurants are nearby too, so if I get a little hungry and I want to get myself a snack, I can just come at the corner here and get a snack. This is my new cup. Brand new. I'm gonna wash it and make myself some tea. Or some for Sister Kim too. Sister Kim, would you like to have a tea?
No, thank you. I have one.
Okay. So I'm gonna give the plant-based dish soap a try. See how this works. It says it's tough on grease, so I want to see if it gets a little sudsy. Oh, very thick. Like jelly. Smells good. Smells just like what the bottle says. Lemon and basil. I might have put too much. I'm going to be using holy basil tea. I've tasted this tea once and it tastes delicious. I found this tea in Winners when I went shopping with my sister. She came across this tea in one of the aisles that sell kitchenware, utensils, all those things for kitchen, and some spices, honey, syrups, sauces. And she looked at the package and she said, holy basil. She said, I'm going to take this home and try it. So I bought a bag myself. I had it once, like I said, and it tastes really good. I'm going to have some of that. And I'm going to put it inside my, I don't know the name for this, but I'm going to put some tea in here. Put that in the cup. You can see it. Hope you can see it. Looks like herbs. So I'm just going to scoop it in. Did that work? No. Oh yeah, it did. All right. And this is the cinnamon that I bought at the health food store. It is the true cinnamon with sea lime in it. And I'm going to show you the difference between this cinnamon and regular cinnamon. To know if this is got sea lime in it, there is a difference in the way that it's grown, which I also learned just recently. Comes in a package in the brown little cup. Okay, getting this open. It was definitely well sealed for freshness. So here's what I learned about sea lime cinnamon. It has multiple layers, if you can see how it's rolled. That is sea lime, all rolled in multiple layers like that. Whereas regular cinnamon it rolls once or twice. But sea lime cinnamon has multiple rolls. And it is a lighter color. It's not as dark as the other cinnamon. It has not a strong cinnamon smell. I smell a little bit of cinnamon, but I also smell orange. Well, now it's all in to see how it tastes. So I'm going to add this to my tea. sold everywhere, this cinnamon. It's because it is the most popular cinnamon, very cheaply made, found in most supermarkets. It's not bad for us, however, it's not something that we should be consuming every day. Mm, this is very, very, very good. I haven't tasted a lot of teas in my lifetime. I'd say I tasted about a few. I used to drink a lot of orange pekoe. I was addicted to that because of the caffeine. And then I drank a few herbal teas like chamomile if I couldn't sleep, just teas like that. But two of my favorite teas are the holy basil. I have to say, hands down, the taste is so, how do I say? It's just good. I don't know what to say. It's just a good taste. And I did add the cinnamon stick. I didn't leave it in there very long. I left it in there for maybe 30 seconds. I stirred it around. It gave enough flavor. So I put that in my coffee cup that I'll add to my coffee in the morning because sea lion is supposed to be really good for us. So this is just something new that I discovered the other day about cinnamon. And if you're a person who's using cinnamon like every day for a drink, some people are using it for to replace sugar, just to add flavor to some drinks without adding the honey or the sugar. And then some people are drinking the cinnamon with like turmeric and apple cider vinegar. That's for weight loss. Many different reasons to use cinnamon. And then again, people use it for baking. But sea lion, if you are a frequent cinnamon user, sea lion is the best way to go. And for that small package, I paid $13 for that, but it was worth it because I think one stick can last a long time. And I'm going to see how that goes because I'm going to use it in my tea, then again in my coffee, and I'm going to see exactly how long one stick will last. So that was just something that I discovered, and every time I discover something, I do want to share it with you all, like I always say. And there's a couple of other things that I did discover, but those will be in later vlogs. But they're just little health tips on how we can make little changes, because if we don't have a lot of money to do a grocery shopping, you know, there's other ways to get nutrients. If we can't afford to buy the expensive, like I want to eat organic meat, for example, and I was like, I would like to have a grass-fed organic steak. Where can I find that? And I can't find it. Even at my health food stores, I can't find it. But it is there as ground beef, mincemeat. It's there as that. I didn't want it in a mincemeat form, or ground beef. I prefer to have a steak. So I went online to see if there were any farmers and butchers, and there are, but they are very pricey, which is understandable. You know, they're taking care of the cows. They're, you know, feeding them, raising them, then they got to deliver. So it's understandable that it's at that price, but that's not affordable in my budget. So I try to do little things like, hey, do I get any nutrients from cinnamon if I drink it? Yes, I do. I also keep on hand cumin. Cumin is loaded with, just a sec, friends. I keep cumin in a little jar like this, and I take a scoop of it, I put it in some warm water, and I drink it. That's loaded with iron. It's got tons of iron in it. I didn't know that. Something else I learned. Also, I keep on hand wheat germ. Now, I heard this is really good. You can sprinkle it on yogurt, put it in your cakes, put it in your oatmeal. Wheat germ keeps us young, ladies. That's what I heard. This is a good anti-ager. However, because of the rumors about wheat, I'm going to check into this further. This hearing that it's good for us was something I heard years ago. I have a little more knowledge on food now. I'm just going to back that up with some information and see if it's, I believe that it is good for us, but you know, where's the wheat grown? Is it genetically modified? I want to know, is it real wheat? I want to know. So I'm gonna look that up. In the meantime, I did buy the package, and I'm gonna continue to take it. But it is supposed to be one of the foods that helps in anti-aging. Because when I heard that, I went out and bought it. So just getting into a grocery store and looking around, or a health food store. If you're not able, if you haven't been in a health food store, get in one. You'll be fascinated. You'll find so many things in there. And don't let the health food store scare you. There are affordable things inside of a health food store. And I went in there today, my local health food store. I went in today to buy some omega-3, and I bought some vitamin D3. And like I said, when I go to the laundromat, I am able to get around to get some things done. I went to the dollar store. I went to the health food store. I can get a few things done. And so when I went in there today, they had a sale on vitamins. So that just goes to show, going into a health food store, you can get deals. And my health food store allows us to have points. So sometimes when I get up to the cash, you may say you got $10 off your order. And that's great. So don't let a health food store. I used to look at the outside of a health food store and go, oh my gosh, it must be dreadfully expensive in there. And then one day I just went in and said, let me not judge. Let me just walk in. And it's not bad depending on what you're looking for. But I mean, you can go in and look around. Like, here's an example. I'm taking vitamin C. Most vitamin C's are made with absorbic acid, and that is not that good for us. So and it was a little expensive, my bottle. So I thought, how can I get around this? How can I do this, get my vitamin C without paying so much for something that's so cheaply made? And I came across a powder called Camku. Let me just check and see if I got that word right. Camu powder. So that's what it's called. And it apparently is very high in vitamin C and can be taken in very low dosages, and it should be enough. So I'm going to look into Camu powder and see what that's all about. I mean, this is fun for me, finding out different ways to have a healthier diet, discovering things, taking things away that are not good for me. I like it. I enjoy doing this. I was like this when I was younger. I just got sidetracked when I was younger. I always enjoyed learning about food. I remember being a teenager learning about vitamins. I don't know why I had a fascination about vitamins, and I used to buy vitamins and take them. But I was also a little ignorant because I was taking vitamins without eating properly. And I thought it was doing my body some justice, and it was not. I had a lady approach me and let me know that, along with taking your supplements, you should have a healthy diet. So she gave me some guidance on that. And I just always liked learning about foods. It's an interest I had. And YouTube is loaded with tons of information, and my sister's very knowledgeable on health and nutrition. I read it in magazines, so all the information I can get, because I'm about being healthy on a budget that is affordable. I try to help people who don't have a large budget. I mean, when we got if we got tons and tons of money, hey, we could buy anything. We could buy it all. But I don't have tons and tons of money, and I do want to be healthy. So I've got some work to do. That means I got research to do and see how I can, improve. And so, and like I was saying, when I was younger and I had that kind of interest, I allowed myself to get sidetracked with hanging out with the wrong friends, partying, just doing some things that I didn't need to be doing. And then I lost my focus on my hobbies, like food, nutrition, vitamins. I lost that focus. And that slipped away for years and years and years, but it was always an interest. I just didn't really get too into it because I could have went to school for that if I, was wise enough back then. But that's the way it happened, and today I'm back at it, not in class. Education's not just in a classroom. And like I said, YouTube is filled with tons of information, and that's where I learn most of what I know is from YouTube, looking at holistic doctors and people. I read a lot of reviews too. If I buy a product, I want to read reviews. I want to hear what people have to say about it, weighing out pros and cons, doing reviews, checking out products, I ask questions when I get to a health food store. I get information from them. They're very knowledgeable. They're very willing to help. So I do what I can do. And I take that now to this channel to express myself and again, to just help others along the way. So this is coming to an end on this video. But before I close, I wanted to show all of you. First, I wanted to thank my friend for this beautiful cup. If you're watching, for this nice cup. I'm very grateful to have this cup. I like white. This is one of my favorite colors. And I like the closed lid. And it's not a cheap cup. I can feel the weight on it. It feels like it's got tons of quality on it. So thank you very much for this cup. I really appreciate it. And I also let my friend know that because every time I see her, she always has a lovely gift for me. But I let her know that she doesn't have to do that, that we're friends. And the friendship is free. She doesn't have to buy me anything. But I do appreciate it. I thank you very, very much. But your friendship is just enough. It's enough. You are enough. And that's good enough for me. So I wanted to show you all something that my daughter made for me. I went to see her, I would say last weekend. No, a few days ago. Sorry if I get a little off. That's the struggle with ADHD. But that was a few days ago. I went to see her, and she made me a painting. And I wanted to show. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the camera around so you can read it. She's been painting a lot lately, and she had asked me if I would like to have a painting to put in my room. And I said yes. And then she asked me what my favorite scripture was. And I told her Matthew 22:37. And so she wrote, Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And as you can see, she likes a lot of color. And then she put the cross in the center. And that was very, very lovely of her to do. So I brought it home, and it's in my room now. And my daughter, if you're watching this, thank you very much for that painting. It is placed right beside my bed, and I certainly appreciate it. This is the deep, deep winter out here. I'm starting to get a chill. And I just feel like I'm going to sleep really good tonight underneath my clean bed with all the blankets and sheets that I washed. So thank you for watching this video, friends and family, and I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you have any health tips, share, leave a comment. Always leave a comment. Comments are good. And don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share. And for our subscribers, thank you for being faithful viewers. We're going to have more content coming up. And we are always glad to hear from you. And thank you. I'm going to wrap this up. Bye for now, friends and family, until the next video. I think the next video, Sister Kim, I don't know what she's doing, but I'm sure she's going to do something really good. She's in the kitchen, it's good. She goes outside, it's good. Walk and talk, it's all good. And so stay tuned for that. Bye for now.